Hi everyone, and I wanted to make sure that you understand the assignment that you have to do that's due March 5th. All right, so let's take a look at the assignment first of all. All right, now that you have typed a paper on the binary code in memory, you are now ready to type your first formal writing assignment. You are to type a 3-page essay on the topic, and the topic is the connection between the binary code and memory. You are to use the information that you have learned from reading the 2 chapters in your textbook and typing the separate essays on binary code and memory. I don't expect anything else except the 2 chapters from the textbook, chapters 1 and 2. Your essay must have a title, an introductory paragraph, the body of the essay in which you discuss the points that are outlined, and a conclusion. The essay must have a point of view. What do you want your reader to learn from your essay? So let's give you an example, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this was the 2 assignments that you had before this were to give you the basis for your first formal writing assignments. These were informal. That's why you did not revise them. All right? But I wanted you to get a sense, and I wanted to get a sense of where your writing is going in a formal setting. Now, notice, remember writing assignment 1A was the topic on binary code. Now, this is the introductory paragraph, and this is from a student in your class for this semester. Binary code is one of the fundamental building blocks of computers. It is the way in which data is sent and received within computer processes. Binary is a combination of ones and zeros. At a basic level, a 1 in binary means on, and a 0 means off. By utilizing this simple concept, complex operations can be performed, and even the programs that we see online are the result of these basic binary operations. Every computer is capable of input, output, processing, storage, which is all made possible by binary code. Now, what did you notice? First of all, you notice that this whole paper is going to be a discussion of binary code. And the individual, the student, gives you a brief definition, brief. The student does not go into all of the definitions in the first paragraph. The student is telling you what this paper is going to be about without saying, in this paper I will. Nobody writes that way anymore. You did that in the past, in English 110, in English 93, English ESL, whatever it was that you took before English 110. And now some of you are in English 111 and some of you have taken English 111. All right, notice that you don't write, in this paper I will discuss, or I will do this, that, the other thing. The student goes directly into what the paper is going to be about. And everybody knows that it's going to be about the binary code and the importance of binary code in the computer. All right. In addition, when we look at the conclusion, binary is at the fundamental level of computing. Isn't that what the student had said in the beginning, in the first part, is one of the fundamental building blocks? You notice how the student refers back in the conclusion to the introduction. All right, and that's what I want to see. Okay, and notice that the introduction just gives you an example of what the student is going to be discussing, and then in the next few paragraphs, the student goes into detail. None of these lengthy definitions that anybody could read. I want to make sure that you understand the connection between all of this. All right? Okay, so, and notice through binary, computers can accept input, process that input, store information, and output information to users. All right, remember that the student spoke about input, output, processing, and storage. Right? It's the same thing here. Okay, so there's a connection, okay, between what the student is going to talk about and in the introduction, and the conclusion tells the reader that the writer has already done this in the conclusion. All right, so I want to make sure that you understand the connection. The only fault in the first paragraph is the use of the pronoun we, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. And notice how the paper is formatted. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in a minute. All right, and notice that the paper is brief and to the point. You don't need 99 pages, right? I'm not going to read anything more than 3 pages. You have up to 3 pages. Certainly it's going to be more than 1 page, and it could be 2.5 pages, but it's not going to be 3.5. All right, it's going to be 3 pages or fewer. All right, now let's go back to the assignment. So I've explained what I mean. You have to have a title for this paper. I've already given you the title. It's called The Connection Between the Binary Code and Memory. All right? Now, If you have taken any text, which you did in writing assignment 1A and 1B, and I didn't take points off of that at all. I did not even expect you to use quotes or paraphrase. I didn't expect you or cite your references, but this is your first formal paper, and you will have to cite your source. What do we mean by paraphrase? If you have taken any of the text from the chapters and used your own words, that's paraphrasing. Or copied word for word from the text, please cite your source. All right, that is extremely important. If you don't, then we're calling that plagiarism. All right, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. Now, this is a formal paper. You cannot use first person pronouns, I, we, me, all of this. You cannot use second pronouns, you. Your main reference must be chapters 1 and 2 of the textbook. Okay, so this is a formal paper. You cannot say, I am going to do this, we are going to do this, or you should. No, none of that. This is a research, this is your first research paper in computer information, computer literacy, Math 130. All right, so let's go to what the format of your paper is supposed to look like. I've included the link. Here's the link. This is the link that I'm using right here. All right, this is the link. MLA style. You're using an MLA style, and this is what I expect your paper to look like in a Word document, not in the comment box. Some of you will be doing that. You can't do that because I can't make corrections, and I didn't ask you to put it in the comment box. It goes into the assignment link. All right. Any questions about any part of the paper, whether it's the content, whether it's the formatting? Post your questions on the Q&A in the discussion board that will be up there, that is up there already. Okay, so make sure. So this is exactly what the paper is supposed to look like. Okay, and it also goes into the second page so that you know what this looks like. Now, in terms of in-text citations, which is what you will be doing, all right, this is what your basic in-text citations are supposed to look like. All right, in an MLA style. Notice, all right, that you put, once you quote, say that the author, Wordsworth, stated, okay, then you just put the page. If you're saying romantic poetry is characterized by whatever it is, without referring to the author, then you put the author and the page. Okay, you are only using the two chapters, chapters 1 and 2 of your textbook. Do not use the website, do not use Wikipedia, do not use any of that. All of the information is in chapters 1 and 2. That is all I want. I don't want internet citations. I don't want Googles. I don't want Google Docs or Google anything. I want chapters 1 and 2. That's why you bought the book. All right, so please make sure. And this is what so this is the only type of in-text citation I should be seeing. All right, either the page number with the author's name typed in the sentence, or if the sentence is typed without the author, this is what it's supposed to look like. Okay, and then you're supposed to have a works cited page. All right, meaning that the only works cited page that you have is the textbook, the classroom textbook. All right, and this is how it's supposed to look. Okay. Well, it's supposed to be here anyway. It tells you all of gives you all of the instructions, the basic rules. All right. So sample works cited page. This is what the sample works cited page. This is what it's supposed to look like. Okay. Now they have. This is what it's supposed to look like. All right. A works cited page. You type the word works cited page. You only have one. Again, it's your textbook. All right, and look for the textbook, okay, how you type a textbook. Like this is one of them right here. Okay, make sure that you understand that. And again, please, any questions that you have, put it on the Q&A discussion board on the writing assignment number 1. This is very important, ladies and gentlemen. You will have points taken off for this, and you will have to revise based on this. This is your first formal writing assignment. It is a draft. Don't expect to get 10 points out of 10. The first time around. You will be used, this is a draft because you've got to think in terms of getting your thoughts together. Now, some of you like to do your assignment at the 11th hour. This is due at 11 p.m. on Monday, March 5th. Make sure you understand that if that assignment is not posted by 11 p.m. on Monday, March 5th, you will get a 0 and you will not be able to resubmit. All right, it was very nice in the other assignments. This is now serious. We're in the 4th week of the semester, practically the 5th week of the semester, and you are now ready to take this course seriously. Okay, so please make sure that you, and if you want to do this at 8 o'clock at night on Monday night, I don't have a problem with that. But if there's something wrong with the technology, I don't want to hear from you that you had a problem with the internet and all of that when you have a full week to do this assignment. And this assignment is not difficult because you already did writing assignment 1A and writing assignment 1B. 1A on binary and 1B on memory. So all you have to do now is really cite your sources and type in the correct format. That's really, and put an introduction and a conclusion. That's really all you have to do. All right. So you have, go to this website. The website, as I said to you before, is right here. When I click in, there it is right here. All right. And let's continue with the writing assignment. Okay. Please review the grading standards for the writing assignment so that you know what I'm expecting in the assignment. Please proofread and make sure that each of your sentences is a complete sentence. All right, no fragments, that your paper has no proofreading errors, and that your paper is organized. You can click into the owl located at the bottom of the assignment to assist you with the mechanics of writing. All right, so if you have any trouble with writing, okay, here's some writing exercises. Click into that. You cannot type this paper 1 hour before it's due. Remember, you learned a great deal of material and you want to share this. You can do it 1 hour before, but you know what you're going to have. You're not going to have anything that's of quality. And you cannot, ladies and gentlemen, type this on your cell phone. It's just not going to work. You won't have the formatting. You have to use a laptop or you have to use a computer. Not even your iPad. All right, you may be able to use your iPad, but you definitely can't use your cell phone. I really don't want to hear any technical problems, and especially on Monday night, March 5th. I'm not even bothering to read any of those emails or anything like that because you have a week starting with today, Monday, February 26th. All right, so any questions that you have, make sure that you post them in the discussions in the Q&A on writing assignment number 1. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much and enjoy the rest of your week. Bye-bye.